Today we are going to look at Google Classroom as a method to organize your students and you as a teacher within your classroom. Google Classroom is great for all grades, K through 12, in my opinion. I have seen it being used at all the levels, and they seem to be having good success at it. Any content area as well. So some reasons why I chose this tool was I think it's a great tool to organize your class materials and keep everything in the same place. It helps your students keep everything in the same place, especially if you get more teachers on board with using this program. The goal or objective by using this program is to keep students informed and organized and establish the habit of going here to find all your necessary instructions. This is a great tool that if you have a student who's been gone, come in, a day or two later, they can check here and find all the assignments, every handout you ever passed out, and it's a good place to keep everything. The audience, students, obviously, and then of course as teachers, there is an option to add parent emails and attach those so the parents actually get updates as well on what's going on in the classroom. They get to see the assignments their students are turning in. So I think that's a really great tool to utilize in your classroom if you can. I've also seen it being used as a professional development tool in the classroom as well. So the ISTE standards that I'm choosing to focus on as an educator, 6B, it just helps you manage the use of technology to support student learning. And student ISTE standard 1C, empowering the learner and using technology for feedback, because this is a great place to leave feedback for your students. So I've set up a sample class. I can't show you necessarily one of my full classes just to keep with privacy laws and names and things, but I can show you kind of the overview of what it looks like on this side of things. You can see you have each one of your classes organized and grouped, and you can reorder these as you need to. You can see what assignments the students are getting ready to turn in. Google Drive automatically creates a folder where they can go to see, or where you can go to see what students have turned in. Creating a class is very, very simple. All you have to do is hit the plus sign. You can join classes here if there is a professional development opportunity or the opportunity to co-teach with a class, or you can create a class. You click Create Class. Because I'm using this with my personal email, I'm going to get this dialog box. So I have my class name. You can set up sections, subjects, whatever information you want. When you go to create it, this is what you're going to get. You can see I've already added an announcement here, and I'll just add another announcement just to show you. So if you click plus, the plus sign down here, you've got announcements, assignments. You can create a question for discussion, or you can reuse a post. So if you're like me and you teach 5 sections of the same class, you can actually reuse posts if you'd like. So when you go to create an announcement, here's just where you type your information. I use this as like a daily agenda, so I'll kind of post what my daily agenda was today. So today they were finishing your career presentations due tomorrow. Again, just a quick, simple announcement, something so the students can see it and have that daily reminder. It's all in one place, so I don't have to write it on the board, because the next day you come in, you've got a new agenda up there, so the student that was gone the day before didn't see what you had written up there. You can actually assign topics. I personally have not used these, but I think that for organization you could create topics called agendas, for each unit, so that if students want to find something specific to a unit, they can click there. You can attach files if you'd like from your personal drives, from your Google Drives, from YouTube, or links to other websites. You can schedule posts, which this is an awesome feature, so that if you're setting this up the night before, you don't want the students to see it till the next day, you can go ahead and schedule that. Or if you're not quite done with it, you can actually save it as a draft or trash it if you need to. So I'm going to click Post. It's going to post here. The difference between what a student sees and what a teacher sees really is not different at all. I'll show you an overview of one of my classes because there's not any names in there besides mine. So here's an example. They're working on the career presentation, as I said. I've put the agenda in there. Instead of posting daily, I kind of posted it all in one place so they didn't get overwhelmed with posts. I can see one student's already turned it in, and I have 21 students not done, or they at least haven't turned it in. I have the files. You'll see this. Each student will get a copy, and I'll show you that in a minute, what that looks like. You'll see that I've got instructions because they're working on hyperlinking between between slides, and you can also see that I've attached a Google Sheet that shows their presentation order. And those are some other links that I've posted. Here's a good example, though, of an assignment they turned in last week. So I've got one done, so one who's ready for me to grade it, and I haven't got a chance to grade it yet. One still not done with it, so this person, their assignment's late, and then 20 who's returned, which just means I've looked at it, I've graded it, and I've attached their graded rubric and sent it back to them so that they can review it. So and this is updates automatically. So as students are turning things in tomorrow, my numbers will change right there. They often can see when they turn something in, they like to see the number change. Again, you have your information there, updates, assignments. Here was a question that I had asked, and that was a quick and easy way to get some feedback on a project that they had done. Okay, so like I said, it's pretty simple, this setup. You can see the students here, and you can go to the About section where you might, like I have my syllabus posted. You may just post files that you use a lot of the time. So let me show you how to add a student to the class. So if you go to Students, you can see I have no one in there. But there is a code here that you can actually, if you just have them set up right there with their iPads, tablets, Chromebooks, computers, whatever, they can go to Google Classroom and enter this code to join. Or you can invite students if you have younger kiddos that, have trouble doing some of those things, and their email addresses, you can put those in there. I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to take this code, and I have over here set up another Gmail account just so that I could show you how to add what it's going to look like on the student side. So I am now considered a student for this email. So the student, what they're going to do is they're going to hit the plus sign. They're going to say join class, and they're going to enter that class code that you saw over before. Then they'll click join. Once they've joined, they are now going to be able to see the announcements. Like I said, it's really not any different. Their plus sign, though, all they can do is create a post. I apologize. I'm hoping I can edit out that announcement. So as I said, this doesn't look any different. You can see over here the students can create a post. You can actually choose to mute them if you'd like, if you're having issues with students posting inappropriate things. For the most part, though, I don't have any students that even really post in here, but they can if they'd like to ask a question, or maybe you ask them to post. They can add class comments here below if you ask them to, and then that way it can be viewed by the class. You can see over here that they don't have any work, but this is where they would view assignments. If there was topics here that I've used, then you could see that there. They can see who their classmates are. In the past, they were able to email each other. I don't believe that's an option. I'm not seeing that on my students' desktops anymore, but that it could still be there. It could just be a different setting with how I have my things set up. The About, again, this is where they would find the samples. I haven't uploaded any in my sample class yet. So I'm going to go back over. I'm now on the teacher side, and I'm going to just create an assignment really quick. So I go create assignment. I'll just upload that career presentation that I had uploaded before. I can set the due date, and Google sends me an email every time someone turns something in late. It marks as late, it timestamps things. It's really great for when students say, would I turn that in? My computer just must have messed up. No, you can really kind of track how things go there. So I'm not going to set a topic, but I am going to go here to my folders, select my files from my computer. Let me get into that folder. So I'm going to upload my rubric. I'm going to upload the instructions here, and then I'm going to say open. Okay, and then I'll upload them. Here's where you've got some settings that are really nice. So for the rubric, I want each student to make a copy. I want to make a copy for each student. That way each student is assigned a rubric. When I go into grade it, I can go and grade their specific rubric. This is awesome if you've set up a Google Doc already and you just want to make a copy of it. You don't actually have to have students download things, save them, re-upload them. You know, things get lost, students get lost in the process, so this is a super simple way. I could make it to where if I said students can edit the file, then that means that everyone in the class can edit this file and everyone can see the edits. So this is great on a collaboration style project. Students can view the file, that's just, they can see it, that's it. So I'm going to make a copy for each student, and I'm going to say assign. So once that's assigned, you're going to be able to see the one student, me. Not done, they haven't done it yet. I'll go over now, refresh my feed, and show you what it looks like on the student side. So when the students see the assignment, they have to open the assignment to see everything. You can see it says I'm not done. It says what I have upcoming due over here. So I'm going to open the assignment. Here you're going to see this presentation rubric with my name on it, and that is just mine. You know, students, some of them at the beginning will think they don't need this, so they'll close this out, but it just takes some training and they'll stop doing that. Here's where it's really nice. If you are wanting them to create something in Google Docs, slides, sheets, whatever, there's a tool right here, create, and you've got the 4 options here, and drawings. So let's say I wanted to do it in PowerPoint or slides. I'd click slides, it takes a second, creates a file already with my name on it attached, boom, right there. So that's super simple there. If they had a PowerPoint that they were wanting to upload that they created on their own, they'd go add, and here's where they could add something from their Google Drive, add a link, or add a file. So you could click File, and same thing, go to your files and upload your PowerPoints. When you are finished and everything's good, they just click the Turn In button. I should note here as well, oh, that just must be in Google Docs. In Google Docs, there's an option up here that just says straight Turn In, and that's super simple. So if I click Turn In, are you sure? Yes, I'm going to turn that in. I'm good. It's going to take it away right here. I have no work done soon. I can actually go and view my assignments that I've done. As a teacher, I'm going to go, see, it automatically updated to 1 done. So I can go here, I can see the 3 attachments. I typically grade things on my iPad, so I'd open up this PDF so I can draw on the rubric. I've got that fake slides, but then I've also got my PowerPoint that I've attached here, and I can preview it and grade it right here, but if there's animations, transitions, things that I need to check, like this one is working with hyperlinking, then I could download that easily and check it. So I've hoped you've enjoyed this tutorial on Google Classroom, and if you have any questions, drop a comment below. Thanks.